Here is the unit circle homework answers. Remember, you only want to do the first one for this assignment in addition to the other worksheet. But so let's look. We want to find the point on the terminal side of theta where this intersects the unit circle. So for number one, we're at the point 512, okay, and it might be helpful to draw in like a little rough sketch. So the point 512 is somewhere over here, okay. And remember, what I did in class is I drew in my unit circle, and then I was able to draw in these right triangles. So here is this right triangle. Okay, and since this is the point 512, I know that my base is 5 and my height is 12. And I can do a little work using the Pythagorean theorem, and I can find the hypotenuse because I can use the Pythagorean theorem. Duh. So let's do 5 squared plus 12 squared. And we'll say that's my hypotenuse squared. This is going to be 25 and 144. Add those together, you get 169. So we get that h is equal to 13. Okay, so that's this big hypotenuse right here. And then this is the point that I want right here, and then I could drop in this little baby right triangle. And I know that this base, if this is the point xy, this base has a length of x, and its height has a height of y. And since it's on the unit circle, I know that it has a radius of 1. Okay, so now I have these two right triangles, and remember they're similar, so we can set up a proportion. So let's look at the x's first. Okay, so the base of the baby triangle is x. The base of the big triangle is 5. Now we can't set this up using the y's because that would be two unknowns. So we have to set this equal to a ratio that we do know. Okay, and we do know the hypotenuse for both triangles. And since I did baby triangle on top, originally I had to do baby triangle on top for the other one. So the hypotenuse of the baby triangle is 1. The hypotenuse of the big triangle is 13. And then we can just cross multiply. And you get 13x is equal to 5, or x is equal to 5/13. So that's the x value of this point right here. And now I can go ahead and do the same thing and find my y's. I'm going to set up this proportion. Okay? And so in my baby triangle, my height is y. In my big triangle, my height is 12. And then again, setting it equal to a proportion that we do know, I'm just going to use 1/13 again. Cross multiply. And you get 13y is equal to 12, or y is equal to 12/13. So that is my y value. That's the height of this baby triangle, and that's also the y coordinate of this point on the unit circle. So your final answer, since we wanted the point, is going to be the point 5/13, because that was my x, 12/13. So this is your final answer. Okay, and I want to note that it's great that we show all this work, and but hopefully you're kind of noticing that from class, with the example that we did in this example, if you look at the point that we started with 5/12. 5 and 12 are the numerators of my point on the unit circle. Okay, and those are both divided by 13, and 13 was just the, hold on. 13 was just the length of my hypotenuse right here. So my hypotenuse is what I'm dividing by. So as a quick way to do this, or even just a quick check, your point on the unit circle should always have numerators that were your original point in the question. All right, I originally had 5 and 12, and those became my numerators. And then your denominator is always going to be that hypotenuse that you found by using the Pythagorean theorem. And that's it.